Adam, another good question here. So it's we're having a loaded question day. So what do project managers and commission authorities have in common?
Actually, lots of things. So let's go out to the macro level, right? Fundamentally, the project managers and the commission authorities and commission managers, what they have in common is they are all interested in the building as a whole, the outcome. Project management is an outcome-based phenomenon, right? How do you know you've had a good project management experience? You look back, low levels of conflict, it's on time, it's on budget, great quality, owner is happy, right? So the project manager is interested in the macro and the micro. So is the commissioning authority. He is interested in the outcome and verifying how those systems perform. How is this building high performance? How is it low carbon, right? Interested in outcomes. So how do you know you've had a great commissioning experience? You look back, the buildings are tested, they work, they're operationally ready at delivery, right? It's an outcome-based thing.
You know, it's funny, whenever someone asks me about, hey, remember that project? I'm like, what a great team. I never even talk about all the cool stuff with the building. I just say, what a great team. You remember that guy? Remember this guy? Remember the person? Like, what a great project manager. They drive the project.
So one project manager told me when I first arrived, this is a project in Lebanon of all places. It was the first lead job there, and I arrived and I got the old Braveheart treatment. Everyone was sitting there with their pikes, pointing and stabbed me. And the project manager looked at me and he sort of worked with me for a couple of weeks. And he went, I see what's going on here. You are my eyes and ears here. I'm going to use you as my technical eyes and ears, and you're going to tell me exactly what's going on here. And that's how it works. So he saw me as a free technical resource to him because he understood we were both in the same business of getting this thing done.
Well, that's a good point you just made. And a lot of times, you'll as a commission person, you'll come on the job and you'll get this, like you said, the spear, like, right. And then I'm on your team. Like I'm on we're trying to cross the finish line together because like we're a team, right? And then they realize like a couple of weeks later, you're like, you're actually helping us. I'm like, so if we find an issue, we write it down. It doesn't mean that it's bad. So transparency and basically cooperation, collaboration. Imagine that if every job you walked in said, I'm here to help. I can actually help, instead of basically like, don't tell the guy, he's going to write it down. It's just like, how often do you hear that? Like, and then
when I was a project manager and development manager, I used to go on sites and go straight to the commissioning guys and just sit down and have a coffee with them because they knew where all the bodies were buried, and you just get them in an open conversation. Next thing you know a lot more about that job than you did when you started that coffee. It's a great resource.
I tell people all the time, if I'm on a job, so my two best friends are going to be a very qualified MEP coordinator and the person. I'm like, I can get those people, and obviously, engineer or architect, all depends on envelope or mechanical. But if you can get everybody together and you can basically go through the process of finding something, RFI, like the quick, fast version of figuring out a solution, making a recommendation, everybody agrees on it, you can get it done. But if you have these weeks and weeks and weeks of RFI, ASI, CCI, oh my God, it just nothing gets done, and the project does not turn out successful.
Yeah, no, good project managers, man. They understand what they're doing and they can think macro, micro, and they know how to access everybody's value and qualifications and skills. They can
relationship based, relationship to bring out the best in everybody. Your project manager, a good one, literally is a chameleon. They have to understand. That's why you never underestimate basically the value of a good project manager from any trade. I mean, if you get someone who can work with people and basically bring out the best, oh my God, what a great project we're going to have.
One of my university lecturers, he defined project management as this: it is getting a great outcome wholly through the actions of other people. It ain't about you, it's about them. And when you put it that way, you think, oh yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
I had a previous boss leader. He's a good guy, and he basically said, he goes, I'm only as successful as you are. So what do you need?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's a positive note to wrap up on that one. Let's wrap that one up there. Great project managers are inclusive.